Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we have the test panel set up. We're ready to go for our first update in this series. So we're going to be doing a slickness test. So I've got my ceramic coating applicator blocks there ready to go. We're also going to peel the tape back and see how the products look, see if we have a clear section that we can see where products are applied compared to the base paint. Because I think some of these may give some nice darkening effects, may have a bit of sort of light swirl filling capabilities. And then if they do, we'll also check how they do in a few months if they're still performing. And also we're going to do our first rinse and see what the hydrophobics are like on these 4 products. So speaking of, these are the products that we have on the panel. If you didn't see the first video where I applied these products, definitely check that out. We just did a single layer as suggested. I did have someone comment saying that it needs to be 2 layers to be valid for the Gyeon and potentially the others, but there's nowhere in the directions that say to do 2 coats on any of these products. Obviously some people have tested and found better results with 2 layers, and that makes a lot of sense, but I'm just going by the directions. So 1 layer, if you want to do 2 and get better results, that's perfectly fine, but I'm sure if I just did 2 layers, then people would have had something to say about that, saying, oh, you didn't follow the directions, it's meant to be 1 layer. So I'm just going with as directed. But yeah, these are the products. We have the Meguiars hybrid paint coating system. We have Carpro Cquartz Lite, Gyeon Can Coat Evo, and Soft 99 Fusso coat. So 4 pretty hyped products. I don't normally do this, but I think I'm going to give my thoughts on which one I sort of hope does well. To be honest, I'm kind of rooting for the Meguiars hybrid paint coating. It's the most expensive here, but I know in other countries it's the cheapest in the test. But for the ease of application and just at the price point it's set at here in Australia, I'm hoping it does well, because it gets a fair bit of hate, and I don't think many people have tried it out. From people that I've spoken to that have, they've loved it. I've applied it to 1 car and it's definitely done well, but it's very expensive here in Australia. The most expensive by a significant amount in this test, and the cheapest in the test is the Fusso coat. So, but yeah, to be honest, hoping the Meguiars does well. I don't think it's going to win, but I hope it does well. I hope it doesn't just fail after a few months. But the Gyeon, I think, I'm really starting to like Gyeon's coatings a lot, so I'm hoping this does well. I know that the Carpro is going to do well, and I hear a lot about the Fusso coat. So yeah, with that said, let's set our blocks up. So each of these are just going to sit, obviously foam side down, into our sections. Now I already know that one is significantly slicker, which is the Meguiars. The Carpro feels quite grabby. The Gyeon, not slick, but not grabby, a little bit grabby actually. And the Soft 99 Fusso coat feels quite slick. So I'm going to set the other camera up. I'm going to just lift this slowly, so you can see straight away the Meguiars. It's already going. And then the Fusso coat. As you can see, these last 2 taking quite a bit of angle to move, and there goes the Gyeon. The Carpro is actually super grabby, and it is not really going anywhere. Feels grabbier than the actual polished paint, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've done this a few times off camera, and they are definitely the results I've had every time. Meguiars, definitely the slickest. Soft 99 second. Gyeon third, not the slickest product, and Carpro, not slick at all, I'd say. And I do have a separate test I'm about to start on the channel as well, where I'm ceramic coating the top half of the panel, leaving the bottom half untouched, and then applying ceramic quick detailers and drying aids and those sorts of products, both into a section of coated and into untouched paint, just so I can show why you would want to use those products. I went years without wanting to use those, but this Carpro is straight away, this is probably going to be very hydrophobic. It's going to look great, and it's going to give protection, but it's just so grabby, even compared to the clean bare paint. So that's why you'd want to apply a topper type product that's going to give you that slickness without changing the hydrophobics. That's the aim anyway, but I just thought I'd point that out. So now that's the slickness test done. Honestly, I've done this about 5 times off camera, same results every time. I mix the blocks up and use different ones in different sections. Always had the same results. So now what I want to do is actually peel this tape back and let's just have a look at how the products are looking. All right guys, so as you can see, I have removed the tape. So this is probably going to be hard to show on camera, but I think it still will show up. So here we are at the soft 99 section. You can see it's far more obvious in person, but it is considerably darker than the product next to it and then the base protection. So don't know which sort of angle is going to work best, but I think looking in the camera, I think you can see that. So come over to the Gyeon. It's definitely not as dark. Yeah, you can see a clear difference where that product is applied compared to this one. So the Gyeon, in person, I can see a difference with that one. Very, very slight though. It's the closest to looking the same as any of them basically. So next up is the Carpro. I think you can clearly see that. So I'll move the light and bring it back. So surely you can see that Carpro, again far easier in person, has added some darkening. And the Meguiars, I think you'll be able to see in the camera a little bit too. It's just so much harder. Like in person I can see these quite clearly. But yeah, I know it is harder to see on camera. I guarantee anyone in person will see this. So I'm going to say it's probably going to go to the soft 99. I'm going to say the Carpro and the Fusso coat about on par. They're both definitely dark into the sections. Next up would be the Meguiars. I wonder if just putting this light away. Oh, actually I think that does. Yeah, that shows it better. Okay, my mistake. Maybe even just a little light on the camera. So yeah, I think you can, it's grainier now because it's a lot darker, but I think you can see what I'm talking about. So the Carpro, look at that square round. Obviously it's a coating, so when I'm wiping off, I'm pushing it into the tape section. So really around the edges, it's going to be picking up more product. There's a lot of SiO2. So that's darker obviously there, but you can clearly see the whole thing is darker. So the Gyeon, you can't really see that. Now the soft 99, you definitely can. Like that is quite obvious. The Meguiars you can't really see on the camera either, but yeah, I mean the Meguiars and the Gyeon are pretty close. I can see a clear section where that is applied, the Meguiars. And I mean, trying to stand in different areas. The Gyeon, not so much. Like I can see it. Here's the tape line, so there's nothing applied there. Just on camera, it's not really showing up, and in person, it's the least obvious. But yeah, with the light off, actually, I can see them all a little bit easier, and I think the camera can too. So there we go. If you want something that really darkens the paint, adds some richness to it, richness and depth to it, the soft 99 and the Carpro. And what I'll do is we'll come back to this. We'll see if this is still the case in a few months as well. So yeah, last up, I'm gonna grab the hose and I'm just gonna rinse these down because that's what I'm really excited to see, what the hydrophobics is like for these products. Okay, so we've got the hose. I'm just gonna try and do each section individually first. So here's the Meguiars. So that looks nice and hydrophobic. Let's move the camera over. No, the Carpro is already in shot, but I'll just get it nice and centered. Okay, so the Carpro. Also looking great. Come across again, and yeah, you can see the Gyeon. Now I'm trying to just sort of do one at a time to just give them each the individual shot. Now, okay, straight away I feel like that Gyeon, that looks more hydrophobic to me. But we will do a shot where we show all of them at the same time in a minute. But yeah, that Gyeon, that's looking straight away most hydrophobic. Soft 99. Now this one I'm quite interested to see how it does. So, oh wow, yeah, that is, wow. Oh, that is pretty impressive. I don't know about between that and the Gyeon for sure. So let's just go back. I think I'm fully zoomed out. I think we can see everything there. And let's just go over all of them from the middle. So they're all actually really impressive. Okay, so I just dried off the 4 sections just with the air dryer. And what I want to do now is just go over with the hose in the mist function. And we just want to check out the beading. So I'll try and keep it even. So yeah, there we go. We'll swap over to the other camera. If I can safely stand the other one up. Okay, so got the light on. I'll turn that off. So the Meguiars, nice, very tight beads. Now, like, obviously these have just been applied, they haven't even been washed, so they're all going to look great. Carpro, probably got the heavier section. The way that hose is spraying is kind of mostly going over here. But yeah, come down here where it's not as heavy. Nice, tight beads, looking great. The Gyeon, feel like these are a bit nicer than the the Carpros and the Meguiars. These are just like perfect, perfectly round beads. Last up, the soft 99. Yeah, just very, very similar to the Gyeon. These two are the most hydrophobic, I'm going to say. But one thing I like to do, so I'll just grab the hose again. I like to just sort of hold in the mist function, and it really gives a good indication of just how hydrophobic they are. So you can see the soft 99 section, though, that is just insane. Absolutely insane hydrophobics from that. Come over to the Gyeon, and these two are very, very similar. Like, wow, these two are impressive, I've got to say. Like, yeah, nuts. I feel like Carpro's not quite on the level. Like, it's just so impressive as well. But yeah, I feel like the Gyeon and the Soft 99. So let's focus on this bit here, because you can see the way that should be a misfunction of the way it works. It's not the best. So let's focus on that. So as that hits the Carpro and as it hits the Gyeon, just a little difference. And then the Meguiars, like, none of them are bad. Very early to call it. These are, like, any of these you're going to be very impressed with on your car. But I'm going to say the Gyeon and the Soft 99, just that tiny level above. But, like, to notice it and have to have them all applied and holding the hose like that, really, any of them, like I'm saying, any of them are going to be impressive. It's just that I'm comparing them directly while I have all four. So yeah, it's probably been far too long of a video, but there's a lot to go over. So that's where I'm going to end it. But what happens now in this, well, for this panel, firstly, I'm going to not towel dry it. Maybe, yeah, I'll towel dry it. So I'll blow dry it and then I'll just towel dry it, make sure it's completely clean and dry. Then, like, with no drying aid or anything, just clean towel. Then this is going outside. It's going to sit outside in the sun. What I need to do is work out, when do I do the first wash? Maybe we'll just do a 1 week. Most people, when they get a car coated or anything with any of these light coatings or ceramic coating, they're going to do a wash after about a week. So 1 week from now, roughly, I'll do a wash, and then from then on, I'll take you guys' feedback as well. How often should I be checking this? Because obviously these are all meant to last 6 months to a year. 6 months minimum is the Carpro, but most people are saying well over a year. So it's going to be a long test. I'm not going to do weekly updates, but do I do fortnightly? Do I do monthly? Do I do fortnightly for a few until we get up to the 2 months and we know, okay, they're all looking good? I don't know, we're going to work this out as we go, but definitely looking forward to feedback from you guys, what you think, how you think it should work. And make sure you just give the video a thumbs up down below. The likes, comments, shares, all that actually do really help the channel. So people who haven't seen these videos before, have no idea what this channel is, they may find it just from searching, you know, Soft 99 or Gyeon or something. But YouTube is the best, like, YouTube themselves are the best way of promoting the channel. If the video does well and people are liking it and sharing it and showing engagement, they will then push it to a whole new audience. That's kind of the way it works. That's all I'm going to ask you guys. If you want to help out, just do that. Just comment, like it, feel free to share it. That would really be a great help. But yeah, with all that said, been rambling, I'm going to end it there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video.